Welcome to Binge Brain Trivia. Today we're tackling The Big Bang Theory Season 7. Think you know every detail? Let's test it. Who organizes the scavenger hunt? Raj Kuthrapalli organizes the scavenger hunt. What is the final location of the gold coin in the scavenger hunt? The final location of the gold coin in the scavenger hunt is Sheldon's spot. In the locomotive manipulation, where do Sheldon and Amy share a romantic moment? Sheldon and Amy share a romantic moment on a train. Who does Penny find out she was already married to while drunk in Vegas? Penny finds out she was already married to Zach while drunk in Vegas. Where do Howard and Amy go instead of finishing the hunt? Howard and Amy go to the Cheesecake Factory to sing karaoke instead of finishing the hunt. How long was Leonard on the ship in the North Sea? Leonard was on the ship in the North Sea for 4 months. How does Sheldon get back at Amy for spoiling Raiders of the Lost Ark? Sheldon gets back at Amy by spoiling Little House on the Prairie. What is the name of the two goths Howard and Raj meet? Sarah and Bethany is the name of the two goths Howard and Raj meet. Which famous scientist does Sheldon try to befriend to make Professor Proton jealous? Sheldon tries to befriend Bill Nye to make Professor Proton jealous. What does Sheldon switch his research focus to after abandoning string theory? Sheldon switches his research focus to dark matter after abandoning string theory. What movie does Penny get a role in, only to be fired? Penny gets a role in Serial Apist 2 only to be fired. What happens to Stuart's comic book store? Stuart's comic book store burns down. Where does Sheldon go at the end of Season 7? Sheldon goes on a cross-country train trip at the end of Season 7. Who is the new caregiver that takes care of Mrs. Wolowitz? Stuart is the new caregiver that takes care of Mrs. Wolowitz. What is the title of the paper Leonard, Sheldon, and Arthur Jeffries work on? The proton displacement is the title of the paper Leonard, Sheldon, and Arthur Jeffries work on. In the Itchy Brain simulation, what does Sheldon force Leonard to wear? Sheldon forced Leonard to wear a sweater he claims is itchy. Which episode features Carrie Fisher and James Earl Jones? The Convention Conundrum features Carrie Fisher and James Earl Jones. What is the name of Sheldon's childhood bully? Billy Sparks is the name of Sheldon's childhood bully. What does Penny read that makes her sympathetic towards Leonard? Penny reads Beverly's new book and that makes her sympathetic towards Leonard. What do Bernadette and Amy do behind Penny's back? Bernadette and Amy go out to dinner behind Penny's back. Who is Sheldon paired with for the scavenger hunt? Sheldon is paired with Penny for the scavenger hunt. Why did Sheldon make Leonard wear the ugly itchy sweater? Sheldon make Leonard wear the ugly itchy sweater because he forgot to return a DVD. What Thanksgiving tradition do Bernadette's father, Mike and Sheldon bond over? Bernadette's father, Mike and Sheldon bond over the football game. In the Cooper extraction, what is the reason for Sheldon's visit to Texas? The reason for Sheldon's visit to Texas is his sister is having a baby. In the convention conundrum, which Star Wars actor does Sheldon successfully stalk on Twitter? Sheldon successfully stalks Star Wars actor James Earl Jones on Twitter. In the table polarization, what kind of table are they fighting over in this episode? The gang are fighting over a dining table in this episode. In the mommy observation, what does Sheldon witness his mother doing through the window of his childhood home? Sheldon witnesses his mother having sex through the window of his childhood home. In the indecision amalgamation, which pair of options is Sheldon deciding between in this episode? Sheldon is deciding between an Xbox One or a PS4. In the Anything Can Happen recurrence, who do Penny and Sheldon consult for career advice? Penny and Sheldon consult a psychic for career advice. Which Star Wars character does Arthur appear as in Sheldon's dreams? Arthur appears as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Sheldon's dreams. In the hesitation ramification, what show does Penny believe is her big break until her scene is cut? Penny believes NCSI is her big break until her scene is cut. What is the name of the horror-loving dermatologist Raj begins dating? Emily Sweeney is the name of the horror-loving dermatologist Raj begins dating. What does Howard suffer from after applying an estrogen rub to his mother? Howard suffers from moodiness and breast growth after applying an estrogen rub to his mother. Who plays the lead in the fictional movie Serial Apist 2 alongside Penny? Will Wheaton plays the lead in the fictional movie Serial Apist 2 alongside Penny. What does Howard's mother break, forcing Howard and Bernadette to care for her? Howard's mother breaks her leg, forcing Howard and Bernadette to care for her. What holiday is being celebrated in the proton transmogrification? Star Wars Day is being celebrated in the proton transmogrification. In the mommy observation, what kind of party is Raj hosting in Pasadena? Raj is hosting a murder mystery party in Pasadena. What is the name of the geologist at Caltech who has a crush on Amy? Bert is the name of the geologist at Caltech who has a crush on Amy. In the romance resonance, What romantic gesture does Howard perform for Bernadette? Howard writes and performs a song for Bernadette as a romantic gesture. What does Sheldon try to study scientifically in the hesitation ramification? Sheldon tries to study comedy or being funny scientifically in the hesitation ramification. That wraps up our Big Bang Theory Season 7 trivia episode. Drop your score in the comments and tell us what show or movie we should quiz next. Like and subscribe for more TV and movie trivia because binge watching deserves recognition. We'll see you next time on Binge Brain Trivia.